Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the various districts, counties, regions, states, territories, whatever they're called, the first level of subdivisions of the nations of the Earth that are available to be played on Street View and GeoGuessr. And my objective of the series is, first of all, to explore. Second, hopefully to have some fun. And thirdly, to score 25,000 points in each region on GeoGuessr. And if I succeed in doing so, well, this region goes off the list of places to play and will never feature again in the series. And if I fail to do so, i.e. don't score 25,000 points, the area will live on to maybe be played again at some later date. But that is up to my random number generator to decide. Today we're going back to where we started the series, and we haven't been there since. We're going back to Colombia. And the zoom here will be a little slow because my computer has a little hard time keeping up with all these location markers. So yeah, we are going into the Departamento de Antioquia in Colombia. And this area is 62,805 square kilometers and has close to 7 million people living in it. And the capital is the city of Medellin, which is somewhere in here, which has about 2.5 million people. And it stretches across, they call it Cordilleras, sort of in the spine, the northern bits of the Andes Mountains are up here, and apparently like 80% of this region is mountainous. Now, I was hoping that we could, my computer is definitely struggling here, but, so you can see it stretches up from the mountains here, and all the way from this river valley here across the mountains. I think there are like two major mountain chains here, and then a narrow corridor out to the sea. So, yeah, this could well turn into a fun one, I think, and not necessarily a fun one, but an interesting fun one. Now, are these locations actually on the correct side of the border? Yeah, we get that sometimes, and I don't know why. But so, as I said in the previous episode, that the locations are picked according to the ISO 3166, I think it is, which is the official database of the regions of every nation on Earth. And I have a feeling that the borders of Street View aren't always that exact. So, but if like locations like these and these turn out to be outside Antioquia, well, I will just have to beg your forgiveness because I'm just going with what I get from this script that I'm using. Hopefully it's on point most of the time. Anyways, let's head into Departamento de Antioquia. I think this will be a tough one, but you never know. So let's see. Create a challenge, copy the link. And as always, I will put the link in a safe place. Antioquia. How do you spell it? Antioquia. Yeah, there we go. And start the game. Ooh. It's almost like a deja vu from the last episode, except, of course, there'll be more plants here. Wow. Well, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it is current, but at least like 10, 15 years ago, Colombians were ranked among the top 10 happiest nations on Earth, or the happiest people on Earth. And, well, the landscape shouldn't depress you, that's for sure. Look at how green this thing is. And yeah. That doesn't help us in figuring out where we are, though, and I have no idea of this area at all. So let's see now. I have no idea what it says. It's the recollection. So that is remembrance or something? Or recollecting? The residuals of something, something in various months. But let's see, what else do we have here? La Madera. Is that somewhere that we can see? So sort of Madeira is like Madeira and Madeira. That is like everywhere in Spanish-speaking nations. So guess I shouldn't be too optimistic about finding that quickly. Sayonara. Okay. I would assume that this is that they grow vegetables there, or at least some plants. Yeah, definitely vegetables being grown here. Cabbages, lettuces, maybe lettuces. I mean, not lettuces, lettuces. Now, if I could get up this hill, that would be nice. Also, just before we go on, how old is this footage? It's from this year, actually. Okay, that's cool. We like new footage, even if it is a tad slow. But it's crisp and absolutely beautiful. Well, that's what. Oh, but so slow. No. Come on. Yeah, I'm clicking forwards and I'm going backwards. Come on. That way. I probably clicked below the center line, so that's gonna take me backwards. But yeah, it doesn't seem like we're coming up on anything that seems helpful. So let's say 80% of this region is mountainous. I don't know if I would call this particular part mountainous. It's hilly, that's for sure. Okay, now I did click above the center line and it still took me backwards. Come on. Just want to see what's beyond this ridge here. Come on. How high up will I have to click to go forward? It's like in parts kind of feels like New Zealand. Oh, could that be for the residues? Ah, of course, it's for garbage collecting. Uh, the Society of the Aqueduct of La Madeira. Sayonara was the name. Oh, okay, so I guess they have. I guess the Sayonara company has some sort of refuse collection thing going on. And yeah, I think we will find more greenhouses of the Sayonara Corporation down here. There's a lot of the stuff going on here. Unfortunately, what do you have under the tarps here? It looks like they got tarps. I wouldn't think it would be coffee because coffee not you supposed to air dry that. And what are you growing here? Well, this is definitely a veggie garden of whatever populated center we are close to. Uh, climbing. That's even more about garbage collection. Seems. So yeah, they're quite vocal about conserving the environment. It seems. Um, but finding out where we are, not done in a jiffy. So this will take me down here, and I don't see any kind of population center down that way. And while that road seems more solid, it also seems less traveled. Huh. Oh man. This is a spot of beauty, isn't it? For sale. And what's this then? Cari La Madera. San Juan de Dios. We're beginning to question everything. That's the problem when you've been at the. Ooh, okay, there we go. Sanson 53. Yeah, we saw Sanson early on, didn't we? And Nariño 87. There's Florencia. There's Nariño. There's Sanson. So if that is 34 kilometers, if that is 34, then we have to be somewhere around San Miguel, don't we? Finca Tierra. Carataplan. The problem is we've been going westwards. We are, yes, we are on the 56. Okay, so that much is now established. So that is 34 kilometers. And we are 53 away from Sanson. And we're also, yeah. So are we? Are we? Aha. I think we're on this road. Finca La Palmera. Finca El Plan. Sayonara. Here we are at long last, and I think that is the bend we started at. Let's see now. Talk about being handed a red herring right from the start. See, so here we're heading northwest. That road going off to the south, oh, sorry, to the east. Got buildings here, and we are turning gently before we're gonna get a rather sharp right-hander. Yes, that was a rather sharp right-hander. Okay, so we're down somewhere on this bend. We are looking slightly southwest. Should put us about there. Yes. That took a long while. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, looky here. The El Carmen de Viboral. Ah, man. That was the name that was on that kind of hospital slash school slash official building looking thing early on. Wow. Okay. Next one. Ooh. Cauca. I know there's something called Via Cauca, Via de Cauca. In Colombia, but whether that is here in the Medellin district, I have no idea. So this is Cauca. Wait, what was the number of the calle? It was the calle 13. Okay, street 13, and oof. Calle 17 Jordan. Look at that drop. Oh, crikey. Well, I guess you should be glad it never snows here. Imagine if that road iced over. You wouldn't land for 5 minutes. Find out that thing. Oh, man. I mean, gods, this is spectacular. Oh, my word. Let's see if we can find the name of this place. Yes. That is, of course, one of the sadder sides about Colombia. Guerrilla unrest, etc. Still. And of course, there's also the drug cartels. I don't know to what extent they have been quashed as compared to the heydays of the 80s and the 90s. The Escobars and stuff like that. But yeah, let's not dwell on that. Let's just dwell on what we're seeing, because it's... This is just absolutely... I was about to say insane, but no, that's not the right word. Imagine living at the top of this hill. Oh, that's... Goodness gracious me. Yes, it's spectacular, but it's like beyond spectacular. Looky here, it's like, yeah, let's get to the top of this peak, shall we? Well, that's the footage from. It's from 2019, so it's a few years old. They sell ice creams. Yeah, probably won't find the name of the place by going uphill here, but I mean, look at this place. And then when you come up here, it's like, yeah, I hope you got some brakes on that bike, kid. earth is going on here? What on earth is going on? They can't have rebuilt the entire city in... in 6 years. I must be missing something really obvious here. Let's just follow this road to its conclusion. Well, we can't really. So here we got the Kaya 13, and that is wrong. This is the Carrera 17. And it's the Carrera 17 for a bit, and then it goes into the 19 and 20. So, wait, here's the 13. Yeah, and it's called the Cauca. That's the Jordan. Okay, so then we turn southeast. So that's going to mean that... supposedly we're there. But I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that in a million years. I mean, we could be here. That I could buy. But just no. Just... well, it would be nice if I'd started out looking at the right... oh, gods. Yes, of course, this is where we are. Now is it? Yeah, I was just wasted so much time looking from the wrong plaza or park. This is the one. And that makes a whole lot more sense. That's got to mean I have to be there. I mean, there's nowhere else I could be. Good. Phew. So, 2-1. No, sorry, 2 down, 3 to go. Right. Ah. Okay, so we're in a city. Ooh. I'm thinking this is Colombia. We got some very active tectonics in the area, like earthquakes and volcanoes. Don't know if that construction filled me with a lot of confidence, but then again, they probably know more about building in these areas than I do. But, I mean, brick isn't necessarily the best building material for that kind of area, I think. But then again, what do I know? Anyways, so where are we? Carrera 90. And let's see, vote for the Senate and the Chamber of what? Unámonos. My Spanish don't stretch that far to say whether that is Cartagena. Cartagena. That could, of course, be the name of a town. Or it could be, for instance, a district in Medellin or Bello. And I could be totally wrong. So let's not go with that just yet. And the question is, where do we go? So it's southwards and we got northwards. I kind of want westwards, I think. And let's see now. Fin de obra. I have no idea. But I think this will be a good way to go. Barrio San Javier. Okay, so we're in the district of San Javier. Could still be in Medellin. San Javier. San Juan. Candelaria. Nieves. San Pedro. Robledo. Aranjuez. Las Brisas. I might have moved past San Javier, but let's just move on and see what we find. DEM. Rather DIM. Servicio Público. Oh, I want to know what it says. Okay, it says Medellin. Okay, so we are in Medellin. And then we are probably in the... Then it says Envigado. Envigado is down here. Alright. Can I see anything about San Javier down here? And let's have a proper look at all the taxis that we pass now. This one is unfortunately not legible, but there are more taxis around, so let's see. So we're going westwards, possibly in Envigado. No, don't do this to me. That's just mean. Okay, then we have to look for more information. Some serious hills to the west as well. Yeah, that could work, but this street is dead west, and there's no dead west streets in Envigado. There are dead west streets in Itagüí, but I think the chances are... Can we find a number on this street? Tienda La Gran Escuela something. And here we are. Carrera 101 and a Kaya 48A. 84A. Do we have any letters? No. Carrera, but we want the Kaya. And here the numbers are all wrong. And of course, it depends whether we're on the right district or not as well. There's the 44A. And the 45A and 45G and the 4B and the 48C. And the 48, and that is definitely not the right one. There's a 48A here. Well, but it's not making the right rumblings, is it? Unless... Nah. Zona escolar. Okay. Why do you do this to me? I just want to see which part of the city I'm in. Well, we could be. I mean, we could be in this area. So, oh yeah, the Carrera 101. Wait, this is where we are actually. Okay. Which, let's see, so now currently we're here. We started on which Carrera? We started on the, which number was this? It was the 90 something. Here we go. It's the Carrera 99. 99A, 99. And so that's got to be the 48A. Yes, of course. And we are standing here outside a clothing store. Variedades M&M's. Okay. And we should be here then. There's a gourmet kitchen here. Well, something. And there we are. Nice. Nice and quick. Okay, at least we're not completely in the boonies. This kind of reminds me of a location I had in the first Colombia episode. I believe I was on a river then as well. And what region was I in? Was I in one that borders on this one? I was in the I wasn't in the Bolivar. I was in something that was sort of in the middle of the country, wasn't I? Oh well, not important. I think it was. But this looks eerily familiar. That's the thing. But this was no. This is not the same location. But where there is a bridge, there is often intersections. And towns. This is definitely one. 500 meters to something in something not legible, unfortunately. Seems to start with La. Okay, we get a roundabout coming up, and we are 33 from Medellin and Don Matias to the north. Okay, let's have a look at the roundabout that's coming up. You can go to Barbosa and Punto Berrio. There we go. Punto Berrio, Don Matias, Medellin. Yes. Oh, hello. What are we crossing here then? Huh. Okay, so we got this branch going down like so. And we got this branch going down like so. Transmetano, something. Well, okay. It's pretty much walk on conclusion that we're somewhat south. No. God, it's my internal compass. I'm looking at the compass and I see it says N and my brain says S. What on earth is going on? So, but we could still be quite a few meters off here. Particularly as we don't have much in terms of references here. So I could well miss out here because the bridge is not drawn in very nicely. Okay, let's do a count just to firm things up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. 11 to there. And well, we'll have to go to the next road down south then. I did go north, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looking to the west. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Where is the down road? 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Here it is. I'm going to call that 39. So if that is 11, and that is 39, we got 50. Halfway is 25. Aha. So I think we're actually right on top of the symbol here that says Puente Intercambio Via Doble Calzada. So Puente is a bridge. No! No, 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 no. Oh, it was the south side of the bridge. Ah. Oops, what happened there? All right. Yeah, I wasn't looking to do that. Okay. I want to do it like so, and we have to go close that and get back on track. There we go. So, that was a massive disappointment. Yeah, that was tricky. That was tricky indeed. Okay, where are we now? We are in Santa Rosa Osos, which could, of course, again be a part of Medellin. Let's just see if we can see any Santa Rosa. Because this looks like a proper town. Let's see, where is the boundary for this thing? Goes over here. Santa Rosa. Not immediately visible to me. Santa Rosa Osos. Well, okay. The contrast. Let's see, Santa Rosa, San Pedro, Santa Rosa. All right. Oh, it's a microbus company. And it runs from Santa Rosa to Medellin, Santa Rosa, San Pedro. Santa Rosa Don Matias. Okay. So we can go to Don Matias. We can go to San Pedro. It is there. And Santa Rosa is apparently here, but that can't be right. Santa Rosa de Osos. Here we go. Now let's see. We're looking north. There's a park of sorts here. So let's say that we're on the Parque Principal de Santa Rosa de Osos. We're looking south. that sort of kind of works. Except over here. And that means it doesn't work. So that's not the park we're at, is it? Pardon. And again. No, this is not where we are. See if we can get the number on the Kaya. Sortida Punto Azul. Carrera 28B. 33 and 33 and the 31. I want the Carrera 28. Now where's the 28B? 31B. 28A. I have to look into how this Carrera and Kaya system works, because it is extremely confusing at the moment for me. Which Kaya is this? So Carrera 28B and the Kaya, not that way. Oh yeah, yeah, let's go this way. So I'm not so sure that we are. So I Carrera 29. Let's see if this is the 29. Let's see, is the direction right? No, wait, there's the Kaya 27. That's the Kaya 27 and the Carrera 29. Let's say that this is correct. Panaderia Delicias del Camellón. Well, the intersection is... Yeah, that kind of works. So this is the Kaya 27 going down that way. And the Carrera 28B. No, this is where we started. This is where we started. Let's see here. I'm looking east. Yeah. The Parque Berrio. Now if we have a look here. Can we find any Heavisas Berrio Tiendas Capilla San Francisco? That is quite likely to be a chapel of Saint Francis. And the Oración de la Paz. So what's this then? Speech of de la Paz. And I just want one single thing to hang my hat on. And if that is the Panaderia Santa Elena, there we go. Okay, then we got our spot. We are smack here. That's a shame about that bridge in the... Oh, man. That was so close. Ah, that bridge. Ah, that's gonna come back to haunt me. Oh man. Okay, it took an hour 15, but I I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I have no idea why, but it was. I just found that fun. Even that awfully long first round. It was half an hour, but it was still fun. I like Colombia. I really do. And that was great, even though it wasn't 25K. So yeah, that is the Departamento de Antioquia of Colombia. And that's it for this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space. And I'm glad you're still with me on this small dot in the universe. And I hope you will be for the next episode as well when it is up. Until then, bye bye.